growing up when I was a young kid, I grew up lower middle class and didn't have a lot of money growing up and a lot of opportunities. So most of the fitness that we did was, the same thing, playing with the neighborhood. And it was fun because we always played outside. It was that, you never came in until the street lights were down and moms were yelling on the porch, "Mike, time to come in." That's when you came in. Now, the way we are in society today, it's tough to get the kids out of the house. So it's not so much about fitness. They've got the cell phones, they've got the computers, they've got the video games, and we all got part of that. We all were involved in that. Growing up as a youth I started out playing the Little League footballs, the Little League baseballs, the Little League basketballs. Everything was sports oriented, and even though our food was poor at the time and we didn't really have the ideas of how to eat healthy, we burnt the calories because we were constantly moving, and exactly the opposite of what's going on with society today. It's amazing because the story goes is that I played college basketball, and for 3 years I was actually fined out of my scholarship for not lifting weights. And then my senior year, I had the opportunity to coach high school football, because at my college there was an all-guys seminary, all-guys high school, and a co-ed college. So I was able to play college basketball there. And the high school people and the high school coaches saw that I had a knack for teaching and coaching. So I coached high school football my last year playing college basketball. So what happened was they were such a powerhouse in football that I had to actually, as the coach, take the kids in the weight room. Presto. That was my first doctrination, if you will, into the weight room. So I started getting involved in weights there, but my food was still the same. I mean, when you're at college, you eat what you want. But again, the metabolism was there because I'm coaching, I'm playing football, I'm playing basketball, I'm staying very active. When does it stop? Like most of us. The minute we stop being active. We graduate, we get our first job, we sit behind that desk for 8 hours, and we still continue to eat the way we did. The thing is that I got so involved and loved weights so much that I kept working out. And even though I was in the gym 2 hours a day, all the time, never missed, I loved it, it was part of my life. What happened next was you gain 3 or 4 pounds a year. You don't wake up when you're 100 pounds overweight. You wake up because you're ignoring it. And it wasn't until I was about 36 years old when the doctors wanted to see me, my partners were trying to get me to go see a doctor. I didn't want to. And like most of you and most of us, is that when you're 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight, you have wives, you have husbands, you have kids, you have jobs. Let me tell you what's going on. The water's here, you're drowning and you don't know how to get out. Where do you start? We know, okay, you're supposed to exercise. We know you're supposed to eat well. What we don't know is accountability and how hard it's going to be. The thing that makes me different than everybody else, I've been in your shoes. I've walked that path. And until you've been in those shoes and someone sits down and hits you in the face and says, change or you'll die, you keep doing the same thing, because accountability is number one. Having a sense of direction is number two. And what I intend to do in this program, it's not about the workout, though it's going to be intense. It's not about the eating, but we'll talk about it. What we're going to talk about is getting your self-esteem and self-confidence, number one and number two, and I'm going to try to hold you accountable, even through an app, even through an exercise program. We together will formulate accountability, because if you don't have it, 365 days from now, I can sit here and have the same conversation.